Hi guys, thanks for tuning into my YouTube channel. And those of you who are here for the first time, my name is Catherine and I tell true stories. My story today is about the killer who saw the Virgin Mary. And this is none other than Mehmet Ali Alza, one Turkish man who was once in prison after killing a West Wing journalist in Turkey. And after escaping prison, he went to Italy on a fake passport and tried to assassinate Pope John Paul II on the 13th of May 1981. Pope John Paul II, as usual, was on his Pope mobile, going around the Vatican, greeting people, blessing babies, and people kissing his rings. And the excitement, Pope John Paul, people really love this Pope because he's always smiling. He's a happy guy. Pope John Paul, we love you. Pope John Paul, we love you, as usual. And he was waving at them. And suddenly, he fell down. He slumbered into his Pope mobile. And the Pope mobile sped off very fast. And people were in shock. People were on their knees praying because they knew what had happened. His bodyguards were now covering him. But let me ask, what were they doing when he was? I think it was not. It was not expected that that will happen because there was supposed to be tight security before you enter the Vatican on his rounds. But this time, the security around the Pope let him down. I'm sorry to say this. With all of them hanging on his Pope mobile, Ali Mehmet, an experienced Turkish assassin who never in his life missed his target, managed to get his target, Pope John Paul II, but at the wrong place. He did not actually meet his target, which was the Pope's head. Because we will watch to the end to know why he did not meet his target. This is one and the only assassin who saw the Virgin Mary. And so, while the Pope's mobile was speeding off to the hospital, Mehmet had already been captured by some security guards and one nun who had jumped on him. It's described as one heavy nun who grabbed him before he would take off, plus the security who were around there managed to catch him. Well, let's have a look at this Mehmet's history. Mehmet Ali Alza was born in 1958, January 9th, in some place in Turkey. When he was growing up, he was involved in petty crimes. Of course, he began this very early. He was involved in petty crimes and he grew up committing crimes again. He used to smuggle goods through Bulgaria or from Turkey to Bulgaria. He was generally a smuggler and he described himself as what do you call this people? A mercenary. That's what he said. He described himself as a mercenary who was not associated with any political party. But nobody has ever known the reason why he targeted the Pope. Some say he was sent by Russia because the Russians thought that he loved Poland so much. I don't know why. And they thought that he was politically associated with Poland, and Russia had some interest in Poland or something of the sort. And so they used Mehmet to assassinate the Pope, to try and assassinate the Pope, because he is a powerful man as well. Most powerful man in the world, I will say. And then Others say that he just wanted to kill the Pope because he just did not like him. He just didn't like the Pope. That's what others say. Others say that he was sent by a terrorist group from Yemen or something. That is why it has never been known why the assassin wanted to shoot the Pope. And he has never given the reason why. Maybe because he's also under threat if he gave the reason. So up to now, it's a mystery on why Mehmet ever tried to assassinate Pope John Paul II. So this guy, after killing a Western journalist in his country, he managed to escape prison and sneaked into Italy, where he tried to commit the murder of Pope John II and failed tremendously. He was imprisoned in Italy, and after some years, when the Pope got well, he went to visit him in prison in Italy, and they created a very strong bond. They actually became friends. The Pope used to visit him on his Pope's visit in prison. Mehmet asked the Pope, "Who was that lady who pushed you when I was trying to kill you? My target was your head, but I saw a lady push you and I missed my target." The Pope was shot on the right hand, on the left hand, and in his abdomen. He fired I think he fired 3 bullets generally, or 1 bullet, I don't know. But he said he missed his target. That's what he told the Pope. His target was his head, but the lady that he saw pushed him. So the Pope was like, aha, a lady pushed me. Well, I don't know what the conversation was, but it is said that the lady was really deep. The Pope was really devoted to Our Lady, the Mother of God. And so the Mother of God, Mary, came to his protection. And Mehmet Ali Azza saw the lady. Because who else would jump into the Pope mobile and push the Pope away and not be injured amongst those bullets? And Mehmet Ali says that his gun jammed. Never in his life has it ever happened that his gun jams. But this time the gun jammed. After the bullets he shot, he could not shoot anymore because the gun jammed. And he had to try to take off. And that's when he was captured. From that time, they created a very strong bond with Pope John Paul II. When the Pope released him, the president of Italy released him, of course, through the permission of the Pope. He was deported back to Turkey. And of course, the Turkish could not forget his crime, his bank robberies, his murder of the West Wing journalist. So they put him back to prison to serve 10 more years for the crimes he had committed in Turkey. And so in total, the guy served 27 years in prison. The Turkish were very happy to welcome him back to prison. And now it's believed he feeds pets. Yeah, he feeds pets. That's what he does most of the time. And after 33 years, after his attempted assassination of John Paul II, it is said that he went back, he sneaked into Italy as usual. Well, he said that he'd been converted because in 2007 he turned into a Catholic. He converted to Catholicism. And he sneaked into Italy, or I don't know whether he went there. After all this, I think they allowed him to go there, or he sneaked in and laid a wreath of flowers on the spot that he had tried to assassinate Pope John Paul II. He laid flowers there and asked to see Pope Francis but he was not allowed. But who will allow him really with his history? You try to assassinate one pope and then you ask for permission to see the other one? Who on earth will allow you to do that? First of all, he was very lucky to have sneaked into the Vatican and laid flowers there, and then now he wants to meet Pope John Paul. You don't trust him, even if he said he has converted to Catholicism. Even the good ones don't get to meet him so easily. Well, I'm not judging him, but what to say? Well, his history is that he had been trained as a terrorist in Syria, and he was working for some Palestinians, and he was sponsored by some, I don't know, some party, some people in some countries sponsored him to learn this terrorism, which he learned in Syria. So it said. So that's one of the, I don't know which one of the, this is a killer who happened to see the Virgin Mary. And in 2005, when Pope John Paul II fell sick and was admitted in hospital, Mehmed Azza, Mehmet Ali Azza, used to send him get well letters in hospital. That means they'd created a very strong bond. Mehmet Ali Azza. So you can imagine. I can imagine how those letters will be scrutinized before they will be taken to the Pope to read. Because these days, with this technology, anything can be poison. So if you like my content, like, share, and subscribe. Yes, Mehmet is still alive, taking care of animals, dogs, cats. He feeds them because that's the only way he feels he's repaying for a life that he tried to respond to destroy. And he says that each day he thinks about how he tried to assassinate Pope John Paul II and feels sad. So if you like my content, like, share, and subscribe. Ciao.